dressy and fashionable, dresses, formal and casual, skirts, lingerie, undergarments, and a wide range of accessories. Come check us out, as we also have clothing and accessories like Levi's, Clarks, Armani Exchange, Hollister, American Eagle, Ralph Lauren, Nike Air Force and Air Max, Puma, Adidas, Timberland, Academics, Aeropostale, Old Navy, Forever 21, Hanes, Dockers, Guess, Converse, and so much more. We have barbers, hairstylists, as well as weave and wigs on sale. All at New City Mall. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Sale, sale, sale.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Feel great with an estimated $5.8 million. The Lotto jackpot is now estimated at $5.8 million. With $5.8 million, there's no limit on the life you can create. Build a new home, own an estate, buy a truck, get off the road when it's late, even travel to the U.S. and party in every single state. It's the Lotto Plus jackpot, and it's now estimated at $5.8 million. One person won $50,000 in the last draw. Match 5 numbers, and you can too. Winning the jackpot may be fate, so get your tickets now for Wednesday. And remember, it's $5.8 million. It's Lotto jackpot draw. Always, winners always play Lotto.
My people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then I shall hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
You crying, Gadaya, because the coming on the nation. Everybody frightened, they're running for cover. No respecter of persons, them bandit, them killer. They're raping and looting, they're killing you dead. Nobody escaping. Booyaka, bullet in your head. Oh my country, overnight get so angry on uptight. I search out the answer, and this is what I discover. Oh, you push the creator out. You did one thing in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum. No knowledge of God for your children. Bandits, their mind have nothing in it but old and AIDS and CXC, but no knowledge of the Almighty. Just because you push the creator out, you didn't want him in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum, you live in the fruits of your actions. So tell me where you're balling for, where are you crying for, where you're balling for. Is you who push the creator out. Yeah. Every generation that comes is nothing more than a reproduction of the one gone before. All your double standards and your false value, they come back and catch you off guard and confusing you. What you're seeing is yourself manifesting, nothing else. Check the children's performance, then look deep in your conscience. You go see, oh, you push the creator out. You didn't want the name in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum. The knowledge of God for your children. creator out. You didn't want him in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum. You've been the fruits of your actions. So tell me where you're balling for. Where are you crying for? Where you balling for? Where are you crying for? Is you who pushed the creator out. You didn't want him in your mouth. Don't condemn the children for their iniquity, because it's all you who made them and shaped their mentality. What you did in secret, you're doing openly. Don't run away from it, it's your own cruelty. A mango can't bear a pig, a donkey can't make a pig. You sow seeds of darkness, now you're reaping wickedness. Just because you push the creator out, you didn't want him in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum. No knowledge of God for your children. Look around you, all you have is teenage bandits. Little girls who are photogenic, prostituting their body on the heat, the bomb and punch with pornography. Just because you push the creator out, you didn't want him in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum. You're reaping the fruits of your actions. So tell me where you're balling for. Where are you crying for?
Good afternoon to you, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
Where are you crying for? Is you who push the creator out.
Let me say top of the afternoon to the 529 people
Curriculum.
locking us down right now on Facebook. Remember when you're getting to like the video and share the live, yeah? I want to say a very special good afternoon to the 144 people viewing us on YouTube. Michelle Superwoman, Rudy Trudy, Joyce Smith, Diane Payne, Felix Henry, Douglas Mami, Ambrose and the Blue Diamond. Good afternoon to you guys. Top of the afternoon to those of you locking us down like PNM Balize on the live, Lisa King to Maynard Laze. How you doing? Ayana Marcel, or Marshall, my apologies. Peach Anderson is on the live. Diane Wills to Ramona. Good afternoon to you. Nalia, Eustace. I see real new names on the live today.
Which are called
Welcome on the inside. Asim Jules, how you doing, love?
and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Then I shall hear from heaven and will forgive.
Real new names on the live right now. I really loving it. 622 people. Send your names in the comments. I'm going to say hello to you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the afternoon show with the Queen of Talk. So much ground to cover today. When I tell all it ain't easy. The incident started yesterday around 10 o'clock. Reports reach us here at the Street 919 FM that a child was missing. The media first reported his name as Damani. It was quickly corrected and his name is Kimani. Kimani Charles or Kimani Francis. Understand the mother's name is Charles.
Get so angry on uptight. I search out the answer, and this is what I discover. For you push the creator out, you didn't want him in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum. No knowledge of God for your children. Look around you, all you have is teenage bandits. They mind.
His name was corrected and then we knew, the public knew, Trinidad and Tobago knew that like Kimani was missing. It saw persons from all over Trinidad and Tobago sending prayers out on social media.
Well, you're crying for
A complete frenzy
it out. Yeah.
swarmed on Tisha Village in Point Fortin.
Nation.com.
There were police and army, helicopter, villagers, hunters, you name it, the entire community sprung into action.
And your false value, they come back and catch you off.
Up until last evening, the information came to me. I shared it on my social media page, and I'm going to let you know the time that the information came in, so you would have a clear idea as we walk back through this thing step by step. Yeah? Fair enough. Let's go. So it was last evening around 6 p.m. I was listening to a live. You know Delilah on Facebook? Well, Delilah had a live yesterday. And she came up on her live. And she said, it is alleged that she is hearing a female neighbor saw the baby walking away from the mother's home, dressed in a pampers, barefooted. But because she and the mother don't talk, she didn't tell the mother. Instead, the neighbor said she called the police. Now, when I first heard about that, Trinidad and Tobago, it bothered me. Because you're telling yourself, okay, a baby is seen wandering away from his home in a slippers and a pampers, and the first course of action any normal citizen, a normal thinking person would attempt to do is to apprehend the child and take him back to his home. Yeah? However, in this situation, that was not the case. When the news came last night that the neighbor and the mother did not talk, I said, okay, put a little note in the back of my head as we continue to monitor what was happening with this event. I even told my listeners here yesterday, 1,000 on the live, thank you guys for coming. I even told my listeners yesterday, if we didn't get to the bottom of this, I was going to conduct my show from Tisha Village. I was going down personally to bring the information to you. So during the night, I paid close attention, barely sleep last night, because as any parent would, you're up, you want to know what's going on with this child. You're following social media, every 2 minutes you're refreshing your screen, you're seeing the hunters in the bush, you're seeing divers down in a river all hours of the night. You tell yourself, Lord, where is this thing going? You know, I am jumping from live to live, listening commentaries to try to get an idea. 1 minute you're hearing some Baptist woman say she hear the child crying. The next minute you hear the father call the child and the child answer. It was a wreck. For those of us who was following this thing, last night wasn't an easy night for we at all. Personally, I know my sister didn't go to bed till 3 o'clock this morning. Because every single chance she get, she was on the live trying to find out. We all had a sleepless night. We woke up this morning, up until 5 a.m., you check all news media, no information as to the whereabouts of this child. The hunters and the police started their search again at 5 a.m. this morning, according to news reports. Yeah? It was around 10 a.m. this morning. Scrolling through social media because I want to know what's going on, yeah, like everybody else. I again came upon Delilah's live. And in Delilah's live, she interviewed the quote-unquote neighbor. Her name is Zoe Lewis on Facebook. She goes by the name of Zoe. And she had this to say. So let me share this with you. And we'll come right back. Take a listen.
We're not hearing anything.
You hear me now? Hi, morning. You hear me?
I'm not hearing you. Move your hand by your mic or something.
Yeah, move it.
Try to walk away.
Alright.
Hold
You
on.
hearing me now?
Hold on. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? Shake your head if you're
Yeah.
hearing me. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Good. State who you are and give them the story, please. I will not say
You
nothing.
hearing now?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Alright.
Give your
Good
story
morning,
and
everyone.
don't listen to me. Give your story, the truth, and nothing else but the truth. Get it off your back. All right?
Okay.
Nice.
Alright. Morning, everyone. My name is Zoe, and yesterday morning this occurred. The child went missing. This occurred yesterday morning. At around 10 a.m. yesterday, I was home, my husband in the room there sleeping, and I hear cooking. I was right here cooking. I have a little puppy outside, and I just check on him from time to time, and I happen to go and check on him, and I watch up, and I see a little child in the road. Barely looked like he was 2 years old, pampers on, barefoot in the road, walking, and he had some kind of paper in his hand. Now, first thing I do, I went to take off my pot. I went inside, I hit my husband to get up, and I find myself outside. My husband say, no, it probably have a parent there. I say, no, I'm not taking that for an answer. I put the police on my phone one time, and I went out. Where my house is, I'm not close to the road. But I still, while I'm talking to the police, I'm walking out, trying to explain to them, trying to get the child at the same time. The lady tell me, follow the child. I keep going. I didn't stop. I keep walking. I'm trying to catch the child, but the child wasn't anywhere close to me. When I first saw the child had already passed my house going. I went and I get the child one time. I tried to go as far as I could. Where I was, the child was far in front of me. He wasn't anywhere close. He was far, but I still tried to catch up and keep up to him. The road that we were on, it has a T at the end of it. It's a long stretch. It has a T at the end of it. I saw him make a right, and by the time he made the right, I was still a little ways back in the road. When I reached the right when I reached the T and I turned right, I couldn't see him anywhere, but I didn't stop. I kept going. I tried to find out. I didn't know his name. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know which child house he belonged to. I didn't know. So I just kept going. I was calling boy. I looking all over. There's a river right there. I checked both sides of the river. When I reached, I couldn't find him. I kept going. I going until I reached a little shed in a house a little ways after. They had 2 dogs there, and I didn't know they were tied. I thought they were loose, so I turned back. By that time, the police was already coming close to me. I stopped. I tell them what happened. They told me to go back home and wait, and they would go ahead and search. And by that, they couldn't find him. They came back and they told me they couldn't find him. They don't know where he gone. And I went out there again. I went out there till 3 o'clock. I tried to help them as best as I could. But it wasn't to say I was anywhere close to him. He was a far ways from me. My house is not close to the road. I have a distance to walk.
All right. Let me ask you some questions. Can I ask you some questions? Is it okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you overweight?
Yeah.
You're overweight and you have some little health issues, so you cannot really run. As far as I understand
one of my feet.
Okay?
Yeah, one of my feet.
All right. So I was told that is overweight and you have a health issue with your foot.
Yeah.
And I was also told that I did not know the child belongs to a neighbor.
No, I'm fairly new here. I wasn't living here for long. I didn't know who the child belonged to. I just saw the child. I didn't know which house to go to, so I just called police while following the child.
Do you know the mother by hand? And you're like, do you know her? And did you ever had any interaction with her?
Yeah, I used to work with her for a little period of time.
You all ever had a disagreement?
Yeah, once or twice.
Okay. But it never reached that point where it's a hate? Like you will hate her? Like wish her bad,
No,
anything
it
like
never
that?
reached to that. No, because I
How
didn't
did
work
he
with her for long.
how did the police officers knew that the child belongs to her? If you don't know that it's
They
her
didn't
child.
know. None of us knew. What they did is they were starting when they came back and they said they couldn't find him. They came and they said, okay, we're going to go from house to house, left to right, to figure out who child is this.
And did they do
And
that?
that is when, yeah, when they started to go house to house, then they figure out is this person child. Because they now went to look and see if the children in the house were there.
How
That
long
was
that
about
was?
40 minutes later.
How can you give us a time phrase from when you saw the child, from when you walked behind the child, from when he disappeared, from when the police came, because we all know police take a while to come, and from the time the police start searching and reaching their house? What time range
Yeah.
would that be?
From 10, let's say 10:06, because my phone, the time I called police was 10:11.
Right?
By the time 10:25, I was already down there walking all the way through the back roads.
Right.
I was far in the back roads. That was 10:25 because they called me again.
Right. What time
And
the officers came?
The officers came 10:27. They weren't far behind.
Okay.
By the time they came back here and met me back by my house, it was 10:40. And that's when they started house to house to figure out who it was.
What time did they find the right house where the child was missing?
About a few minutes later, it was the first house they went to.
So
because it was the closest
about an
one.
hour, it take them an hour to find everything out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Within an hour time, Trinidad and Tobago, the world, within an hour time, this child was missing and the mother did not know. When the police went to the mother house, what was the reaction? What did they tell her the child was missing, or did she say the child was missing?
No, they went and they asked her to just bring out all the children. And when she went to go and look for the child wasn't there. And then she went and told them, well, he not there.
So it's only when on arrival of the police officers to her residence, then the mother knew the child was not there after an hour.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay then. So up to last night, there was no results of anything with that little child.
Yes, last night and this morning.
Right? So can you remember what the child had on? They say only a Pampers?
Just a Pampers, and he had a piece of paper in his hand.
Did it look like this child was being called, like somebody was calling this child to a direction? Like he knew where he was going? He was actually moving north.
Playing.
He was playing going his way.
He was playing, just walking in the road.
He was moving fast, slow.
He wasn't moving slow. He had a kind of speed walk kind of thing to him. Like if he was playing in the road, sort of, not really observing where he was. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you a personal question, don't be offended. This disagreement you and the mother had, how long that was and what it was about, basically?
It was 2 years ago, and it was concerning, she had a habit of coming and touching my hair when we were on work, and she also had a habit of stealing things and then acting like she didn't steal it.
She ever stole from you?
Yeah, she stole from me already. It was something petty. I didn't take it on, but she felt like I embarrassed her because another person was there seeing what she took.
All right, she stole from you, and she used to play with your hair, and you was offended.
She used to come and pull it a little bit. Yeah,
that was
2 years
ago. You never had nothing to me 2 years after that.
No.
You did not know she was pregnant, that she was having a child?
No, I didn't know.
How many houses you live away from her?
I live about one or two houses away from her.
And you did not know she had a child, you did not know about the little boy?
No, I know that her mom had a child there, but I didn't know that she did.
Okay, all right then. Do you have anything else that you want to share with the people in the country? Because a lot of people is blaming you. I myself blame you. I blame you that you didn't pick up the child until this morning, where someone called me and told me that you are not fit, that you are overweight, you have a health issue with your foot, right? And I am not saying that to draw no excuse on you, but also knowing that a lot of us are disappointed that you didn't hold him or catch him to save him, right? But knowing that you went that distance, you called the police officers, you went to the end of this road, and you say you didn't see anything on the end of this road. Were there any houses on the end of this road after the dog in the yard that was barking?
Yes, one.
One house after that.
One. Yeah.
So no way at the cross T road, at a T road, the child disappeared at a T road.
Yeah.
No sign after turning right.
No sign.
No crying, anything like that. We heard last night that
No.
a Baptist woman came and she heard the child cry. Were you there when the child was crying?
No, I wasn't there.
Did you hear anything about that?
I didn't hear anything about the child crying. We didn't hear any noise from him.
Do you hold yourself accountable? Do you feel guilt about the situation that you didn't have time to catch that child?
Yes, I did, because if I caught him, he would have been here now.
If you didn't catch him on time, you would have been here.
Yeah.
So you hold yourself a little accountable of that child being
Yes, I do.
lost. What about
Yeah.
what about the idea that people is saying that you could have saved the child, that you didn't want to because you and the mother was having problems, and no, I being honest to you, living 2 houses away and not knowing that your neighbor have a child and the child belongs to the girl that you had a disagreement with is kind of off. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to say something behind your back and say it in your face.
Yeah.
Now, I have
understand that.
neighbors. I have neighbors, and I could tell you how many children I have who come by them last week, who was there today. Because we are Macos, our country built on Macoing, right? Especially somebody who I had an altercation with, I would know if she have a child. No, that is me. Now, if some people will walk straight and don't watch in nobody else yard. They don't care what take place, they don't business, they don't pay no attention. Some people is like that. They just don't pay attention to other people's business. They don't pay attention. So you may be one of those persons that don't pay attention or did not pay attention to your neighbor house, right? Which is okay and fine. But it's very fishy, right? I'm being real, it's very fishy that you did not know that girl that always pulled in your hair and you had a disagreement with, had a child and you did not know. I'm not judging you. What I will tell you, I'm very proud that you still got up and you stated that you went behind the child. You still got up to yesterday and you went searching for the child. Even though I'm disappointed that you didn't catch the child, but at the end of the day, I do not know your health condition. I'm now hearing about your foot. I'm now understanding that you are overweight, that you have breathing problem, walking, and all these other things, right? So I don't want to be a judge against your health. I am very sad as a mother that you didn't catch that child. And it so happened that the child is a girl that you and she have this quarrel, this war, this little petty dispute with. Right? I'm very sorry to know that it happened in a way that people is blaming you. And it's something that you want to live with if something bad happened to that child. I know you're going to feed it. Any woman going to feed it. Right? Because a child is not supposed to be in any war with adults. And there is something people choose in heart to spite a child because the mother and them in war, the father and them in war. Right? Basically. So, do you have anything else to say to the people? Because you want to clear your name. You have anything else? This is your chance. This is your one chance to say whatever you have to say to Trinidad and Tobago and to the world that is watching on. This is your moment. Say what you have to say.
Now, I understand if I was a little faster, I would have been able to catch that child. That is on me. It was my responsibility and it's my fault he's missing, right? Because if I had only caught him, he won't be missing right now.
Yep.
I apologized to the mother last night. I told her I was sorry that I couldn't catch her son. I apologized to her. However, she reacted. That is her, but I was sincerely sorry because I couldn't catch up to him.
All right.
My issue is when people start to threaten my family.
Yes.
Since this went out last night, we get in all
Hold on a minute, yeah? Hold on a minute.
Sure.
We might.
Just because
Come back to me.
you didn't want the name in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum. You've been the fruits of your actions. So tell me where you're balling for. Where are you crying for? Where you're balling for? Where are you crying for? It's you who pushed the creator out. You didn't want the name in your mouth.
So you heard the interview Zoe Lewis had with Delilah this morning around 10 a.m. Things to note, because while the interview was ongoing, I was equipped with a pen and a paper and I started to write. Because when you practice journalism and you have a radio program, you want to be informed. So you take notes and you jot down some things just so you have a little bulletproof point just to make sure you didn't miss anything. I tell Ole I went over this video about 5 times, Sixth being watching it just now. And every single time you go through the video, you see something else you didn't notice before. But that's another discussion. Yeah, let me continue. So things to note, and you're going to put up the map for me. When Zoe was in the kitchen cooking, according to her,
So tell me
she decided to go outside and check on her puppy.
where you're balling for. Where are you crying for? It's you who pushed the
Take off my banner.
You didn't want the name in your mouth.
So she decided to go outside and check on her puppy. She looked up and she saw little Manny on the road. Okay, so from the map on the screen, and I want to thank those who have been providing us with the information all day. From the map on the screen, you can see where Manny's house is. So this is an exact map of this area in Tishe Village. So this is Manny's home here. Follow me in the arrow. This is Manny's home in this little red circle here. This is the neighbor's home in this little circle here. And this is where the neighbor claimed she saw Manny when she looked up after checking on her puppy. Now, if you notice in her first interview with Delilah, and we taking notes here, we just walking through the chain of events. We're not taking anything personal. We're dealing with facts. She said she saw the little boy running in a pamper, barefoot, with a piece of paper in his hand. She also mentioned that it's a good way from her house to where she saw him. So this is her house here. There's a little track. And this is where she said she saw him. From what I wrote down in my points, upon seeing Kimani, she called out to her husband, who was asleep. She woke him up, and he told her the child is probably outside with a parent. She said, no, she's not seeing any parents. And she left to pursue the child. So in other words, the husband took no immediate action from what she has said. Right? So we go in again. So she comes through the track where she would have seen Manny. This is the long road that she mentioned. While on this road, she's running after him. He is running until he comes to a T. This is the T. You can see at the top of the screen here with the arrow. This road is called Filtration Plant Road. So we go in again. Her house, Manny house, where Manny was seen. Even after she came out onto the roadway, she can still see Manny running, but made no real attempt to yell out for any assistance, seeing that her husband took no action. Now there's a house here. There's the next house here. Manny mother here. But unfortunately, that was not the course of action she took. And nobody's blaming her, because maybe she was nervous. Maybe she was scared. Maybe she panicked. You never know what you would do in a situation like that. So instead, she decided to pursue Manny. But of course, according to her, Manny had a little pace with him. He was play running, I think was the word she used. Until he got to the T, where he was no longer in her sight. She said she left home to pursue the child, and she called the police according to her records on her phone at 11 minutes past 10. So remember, all of this we're being told happened at 10 a.m. So she called the police because remember, she ran out the road to apprehend the child and call the police at the same time around 11 past 10. While she's still pursuing Manny, because she said she got out onto the T road. And when she got out to the T road, she went a little way down because she said there's a river there. She checked on both sides, didn't see him. Went a little further down, there was a yard with some dogs in it. Apparently the dogs was tied. She didn't know at the time. The dogs were barking. She did not see Manny when she got out to the T road. She said the police called her back around 10:25 a.m. The police met her back at home. So after she got out to the road, she didn't see Manny. She got back home and met with the police around 10:45 a.m. She said it was the police that went to Manny's home. Remember, this is her home. She went back here, waited on the police, and the police then went here to ask the mother of the child, who we're being told was at home at the time. We're being told she was doing resumes according to one report on social media, that she was not aware that the child was missing. According to the report, she said a relative came to visit her and may have left the door open and the child would have run out. But she was only notified that the child was missing some minutes to 11. So almost an hour after this baby was seen running along this road in a Pampers, bareback and barefoot, his mother was then notified that he was gone. Yeah. Things to note. No one is casting blames here, particularly me. Because I wasn't there, I don't have all the facts. I am trying to put together, just like you, the chain of events that happened from yesterday, 10 o'clock, to today, based on what is in the public domain. I will not be so fast as to accuse anyone of anything, because this is now a police investigation. And I in no way attempt to hamper the police from doing their work. So, fast forward to, the search went on into the night. Villagers and dogs joined the search. All night they were in the bushes. There were reports that they yelled out to Manny and they heard him. And then when they yelled to him a second time, nobody heard him. And then 10 o'clock this morning, Manny was found in a river, and we're being told, and this again is based on investigations and reports, that the river in which Manny was found is almost an hour away from his home. Now remember, I'm not in T-Shape Villager. I am going based on reports. So one is to assume, because the investigators are also trying to comprehend how this baby got from where he lived down a long stretch onto a main road and into a river almost 50 minutes from where he lived. If we have to believe that the police came in 45 minutes, searched the area, and did not see him, I don't know. What I can tell you is that this story is missing parts. I've been attempting to make contact with the mother and the family down there. I am yet to get on to them. I sent a message to her sister. I'm hoping she responds, but the family is in grief. So they may not want to talk to the public at this time. However, I spoke with the neighbor today. She was very cooperative in the information that was put forward to her. The question that I asked her, she replied without problem. And I'm going to share some of that with you when we return from the break. We have 40 seconds. We're going to go for a short break and we'll be right back. Stay with us. 208 on the live. 2008 on the live. I like that. We'll be back.
You didn't want the name in your mouth, so you take him out of the school curriculum. No knowledge of God for your children. Look around you, all you have is teenage bandits. They might have nothing in it but O's and A's and CXC, but no knowledge of the Almighty. Just because they push the creator out, you didn't want the name in your mouth, so you take him out of the school curriculum. You live in the fruits of your actions. So tell me.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
I'm at a happy place in my life, and it can't change. And it can't change. Who's that? Hold up. Where's you going? I will be in 45 minutes. I ain't know. Is that dress up thing right? Alright. If I am a suit, I coming out in black and white. Real girls go fight. I'm good.
6.5 hours later.
Yes, Iwer. Yo! I'm coming in. No. Alright, here. It's 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. finish or what's going on here? Yo, party finish or it don't start?
Party is cool for tonight, sir.
Well, I see a bartender still there, DJ still there. What you gonna do for me? And now buy my outfit, my energy up. Anything? Girl or something? Yeah? Can't do.
So, let's
take the whole thing and make something happen for me. I need a little two drink till the DJ run something for me. Please.
DJ Spider, what listen?
DJ run it again. Yeah. I turn up the fed till it turn over. I turn up the fed till it turn over. Boy, I just wanna get this feeling all day. I just wanna drink and party all day. Give a little money to the promoter. Boy, give a little money to the promoter. I just wanna get this feeling all day. I just wanna drink and party all day. All I want is a little more fed with you. All I want is take a little drink with you. All I want is a little more fed with you. All I want is so don't tell me the party over. Oh no, oh Lord, oh no. Oh Lord, oh no. I turn up the fed till it turn over. I turn up the fed till it turn over. I just wanna get this feeling all day. I just wanna drink and party all day. Give a little money to the promoter. Give a little money to the promoter. I just wanna get this feeling all day. I just wanna drink and party all day. Vecca over. 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 Get this feeling only. Vecca over. Drink and party only. Vecca.
Hi, I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia.
Please join us on the Final Hour broadcast every Thursday at 9 a.m. on the Street 919 FM radio.
Every week we will journey into the amazing Word of God. So please join us.
See you then.
Every Friday, it's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Duke and Selector Kochi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, you know. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. Don't know.
Well. Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion boarding at Kings Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy boarding at Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, and 299-4227, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the old-time gospel hour all-night prayer. This and every Friday evening on the Street 919 FM from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call Call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to justly and to love mercy and walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-1113 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Monday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every Wednesday evening from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. live on the Street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, gogi, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health, performance, and disease. Listen to Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 9:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the Street 919 FM as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079, 516-286-7079, or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com.
The deals are at East Side Plaza, located at number 32 Charlotte Street in Port of Spain. It's a sale on everything at all stores. Opening hours are from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everything from foodstuff, lunches, pottery, African wear, Christmas gift items, tailor services, hair salon services, and so much more. Everything meets everything. Head into Port of Spain and check out East Side Plaza at number 32 Charlotte Street.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as nano silver, nano zinc, body light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108.
Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle every Monday from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. right here on the Street 919 FM.
Police, good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division? Yes, sir. I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries. Excuse me, sir? Is it true? You have batteries selling for $488?
Yes, Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries.
So I can buy a battery for $488?
Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive.
Which part?
Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arrowbita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 60 Tools.
Alright, thanks, boss. Nama. Granny, do you have $488 to lend, man?
Tune into the Street 91.9 FM
every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m.
for the Repairing of the Breach radio program with me, Bishop Showinal Thomas.
The scripture says, and they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Thou shalt raise up the foundation of many generations, and thou shalt be called the repairers of the breach, the restorers of the paths to dwell in.
Don't miss it. Repairing the Breach radio program with Bishop Showin R. Thomas on the Street 919 FM every Sunday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m. the studio to the stage every Friday between 3 to 4 p.m. right here on the street 919 FM. Radio you can see. Log on to our Facebook and YouTube so you can see live interviews and performances from some of our very own local superstars right here on the street 919 FM. Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:05 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. for the program Straight and Narrow, The Way of Life, The Health Store, being brought to you by Mrs. Arlene Collins Mohammed. For more information, check us out on Facebook or Instagram at Straight and Narrow, or visit our website at www.opulence.com/Arlene for Life. You can also call or WhatsApp at 309-4697 or 620-9379.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I shall hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land.
Gadaya, you crying, Gadaya, because they're coming on the nation. Everybody frightened, they're running for cover. No respect of persons, them bandit, them killer. They're raping and looting, they're killing you dead.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much for staying with us. Like I said, we're trying to piece together the chain of events that happened from last evening. We're talking about yesterday morning, 10 a.m., and went on all day yesterday until he was found around 11 a.m. this morning. We are in no way casting aspersions. We are simply asking the necessary questions Trinidad and Tobago have been asking over the last few hours. Let me put that there. So, a couple things stood out in her interview, and like I said, I wrote them down in bullet form. She has been very cooperative with me up until this afternoon. And as I promised, I'm going to share with you how the conversation has gone. So you can probably put it up on the screen. So this is the message we had after 8 this morning, when I realized who she was. I searched her profile on social media, and I told her I would like to chat with you in relations to your statements made on Delilah's live. She answered a short while after, and she said to me, "No problem." I further said to her, I would like to clear your name on the radio show. No problem. She said, right now or a little later. I asked her, I said, what time is okay for you? At 9:34 a.m., she said, can I give you a reply this evening? I'm a little busy at the moment. I said to her, no problem. I can understand you're probably going through a lot. Let me know when you have time. Thanks. She said, I can tell you yes, but I'll tell you this evening. That was when we agreed to have this radio interview. I responded to her and I said, I understand. Any news on his whereabouts? I said, this situation is nerve-wracking. She said, no, but we have a few speculations about it because of the routes of the road. I said, okay, at least there is hope. She said, yes, there was a camera. I seen a map of the area posted on Facebook. Is it true? Which was the map that I showed you guys before. She says, up to now, we cannot get any footage from Heritage Petroleum Company, that is. So I sent her the map. And I asked her why. WTF. Right? I said, Heritage playing the ass. They probably handed it to the police. We are not sure. That was her response. She said, we know they saw footage. I said, okay. But we don't know what was the footage. I said, is this map accurate? I said, okay, to the response of the footage, and she says and confirms, yes. The map that I showed you guys earlier today is accurate. I said, okay, I will share it. After 11 a.m. this morning, when Mani's body was found, after she would have agreed to chat with us, after she would have agreed to this interview, I am yet to make contact with her. She has not been responding. Mani was found at 11 a.m. I got the information from the police. I confirmed at 11:06 a.m. asking her if they find him. No response. At 3:04 this afternoon, I asked her, would she be able to take our call? And she has not yet replied. Now, she could probably be traumatized. She could probably be busy. She could probably be in the company of the police. We don't know. She may have realized talking to the media and social media may not have been in her best interest. She may be seeking legal advice. We don't know. But we have not been able to make contact with her since then. A video circulated on social media highlighting one particular part of the interview she had with Delilah earlier today.
I first saw the child had already.
And I'm going to play it for you guys, which caused a lot of public speculation. And again, I am asking people, do not jump to conclusions. Don't do it. We do not know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. This is a police investigation. And the police should be allowed to do their work without interference from members of the public. So we are just looking at what transpired on social media today as we retrace this event. This video appeared on social media today, and I attempted to caution our people, like I'm doing now, about jumping to conclusions, because as far as Trinidad and Tobago's John Public is concerned, Eric, and I'll bring you in shortly. As far as Trinis are concerned, she's guilty. They have already labeled her, put her before the jury, before the judge, line her up for the hangman. So take a listen to this video that Trini's slow down and take a snippet of it. Take a listen.
I went and I get the child one. I first saw the child had already passed my house going. I went and I get the child one time. I tried to go as far as I could. Where I was, the child was far in front of me. He wasn't anywhere close. I first saw the child had already passed my house going. I went and I get the child one time. I tried.
So Eric, from this video, John Public heard her saying, I went and get the child. Already. And then she went on to say that the child was a good way off. Because she said it. And I'm going to play it one more time. Because we're breaking it down.
To go as far as I could. Where I was, the child was far in front of me. He wasn't anywhere close. I first saw the child had already passed my house going. I went and I get the child one time.
So she said she went and she get the child one time. Let's continue to listen.
I tried to go as far as I could. Where I was, the child was far in front of me.
She said she tried to go and get the child, but the child was far in front of her. Yeah?
He wasn't anywhere close. I first saw the child.
Anywhere close. Come back to me. We're running through these things. We're running through it step by step. So John Public decided they were going to go based on this quote-unquote confession that she was guilty and she was in possession of the child. But in the same breath, she said he was a good ways off. So one can only conclude that she may have been nervous while on the interview, that she was tying up her words, or she wasn't clearly thinking of what she was saying. Right? So, again, I had to caution people. Yes, this video is out there. However, we're not going to run with it until the police gives us a definite all clear on what the situation is. So we're breaking this apart piece by piece, right? Information has come to hand that where Manny's body was found is very far from Manny's home, where a toddler, 2 years old, barefooted and bareback in the hot sun would have been able to get to. So now the situation becomes a bit ticklish as to if the child made contact with anyone else besides this neighbor. Because so far, she is the only person who have come forward and admitted that she saw the child, she pursued the child, she didn't find the child. We heard rumors about some people see the child on the road, CPEP workers see the child, but they are yet to come forward.
What I was saying, Aisha, where they found the body in the river to where he lived, right? That is like 50 minutes walk. 50 minutes walk from Tisha village to the Guapo River. And I don't think I can walk that distance for that long period. And what I am a bit upset with, that nobody on that Southern stretch ain't see that child. Nobody.
But like I say, we're hearing rumors, but nobody has come forward claiming that they would have done it. Like I said, in that clip that they circulated, maybe she misspoke. Maybe she was nervous. And as I continue to say, we give room for the police investigation. We're just running through what has happened over the last few hours. That's all we're doing.
Wow.
Now, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm going to open up the phone lines and allow you guys to get in. I don't want anybody using this forum to libel or slander anybody, because that's not what we are about.
And also any political bantering.
They know I'm not on the politics.
Right.
So they could take that out of their mind.
One time.
However, the question in the public domain is, now that Kimani is dead, are they going to charge Kimani's mother for negligence?
That's the question.
This is being asked on every platform.
Negligence.
It's a ticklish and a sticky topic. It's one that I do not want to fully engage in because, as I say, I'm waiting on the police reports. I do not want to condemn a grieving mother at this time. But I too feel that she has some questions to answer.
Agreed.
I do feel she has some questions to answer.
Agreed.
A couple of things that came to mind is, when you are the mother of a toddler, Eric, you literally have to be on your P's and Q's 24/7. You have to be.
They at that age, they know they will be.
The mother said the last time she saw him, he was eating a fruit. Right? She told one media outlet that she was on her phone doing resumes. I don't know. But for an entire hour,
you will miss your child?
Kimani was not missed by his mother until the police showed up at her door asking about his whereabouts.
And where is the father in all of this?
Well, from what I understand, the father does not live with the mother. I'm being told the father is a very good father. He has been in grief since the situation happened yesterday. They say up to now the father cannot catch himself. So I would lay no blame at the feet of the father, because he does not seem to be a part of what happened from 10 a.m. yesterday until what happened this morning. Except to say he was a part of the search party looking for this child.
Well, I will believe that is negligence of the mother.
Right? So I don't want to put daddy in this. I really don't. Because daddy have not been in this direct situation.
Agreed.
So we're going to leave daddy alone for now, and we would like daddy to accept our condolences. I can only imagine how he feels.
We'll be in a total mess.
But before I go to the phone lines, because the lines are busy, and my numbers to call are on your screen right now, on my ticker tape. It is 342-0081 or 466-5391, or you can WhatsApp us via voice messages for 771-1791. Right? It's there. What caught me was this, guys, and I want to share this with all you. The neighbor, while interviewed around 24 minutes and 9 seconds into the video, and I'm going to play it back for you because, like I said, I take this thing apart like 5 times already. She said she apologized to the mother last night, and irregardless of how the mother feels, apparently the mother didn't, or probably wasn't too happy with the apology. One could assume based on what the neighbor is saying. However, she went on to talk about what her real issue is. And I'm going to play it for you guys, because what caught me off guard, forget the misspoke, forget the fact that she misspoke. She did a lot of misspoken, if I want to use that. Is that a word? Misspoken? No, she did a lot in this video.
Yeah, I think she got a bit confused.
Because she said her main issue apparently wasn't the missing child. Her Her main issue wasn't the fact that she didn't hold him in time. Her main issue wasn't the fact that she didn't tell the mother. The police told the mother. Her main issue wasn't that her entire 24 hours could have passed and Manny has not been cited. That wasn't her issue.
Nah.
She said what her issue was in this video. And I want you guys to take a listen. Like I said, we just pulling apart this thing piece by piece. I'm going to come to the lines. Wait now. Let me open this up here. Take a listen. You can leave Manny on the screen.
So, do you have anything else to say to the people? Because you want to clear your name. You have anything else? This is your chance. This is your one chance to say whatever you have to say to Trinidad and Tobago and to the world that is watching on. This is your moment. Say what you have to say.
Now, I understand if I was a little faster, I would have been able to catch that child. That is on me. It was my responsibility and it's my fault he's missing, right? Because if I had only caught him, he won't be missing right now.
Yep.
I apologized to the mother last night. I told her I was sorry that I couldn't catch her son. I apologized to her. However, she reacted. That is her, but I was sincerely sorry because I couldn't catch up to him.
All right.
My issue is when people start to threaten my family.
Right. And to all the English teachers on the live, I really appreciate you guys correcting me while we speaking, you know. I really appreciate you guys. No love lost. Thank you. There are words that are being misspelled, misspoken, missaid right now on this show while I'm talking, but you understand where I'm coming from.
Exactly.
Because I don't pretend to be who I'm not. I talk in local language. So yes, you're going to hear a little bit of misspelling, misspoken, mispronunciation, but bear with me. She said her issue, her main issue, is people were coming to her house and threatening her and her family. And, you know, it kind of drew me back that, too, all of this was going on and it still wasn't her main issue. Or maybe she misspoke there as well. Or people were coming to threaten her innocently. And her life was in danger. Hence, I gave her the opportunity to come here today and to tell her truth. So people, this is what we know. This is what has been in the public domain over the last few hours. This is what we have brought to you. We want to get your take on this situation. The big question is now, what the autopsy is going to say? What the police investigation is going to reveal.
And what is the end result?
What is the end result? Whether the mother should face charges for negligence. Feel free to call us. Numbers to call: 342-0081, 342-0081, 771-1791. That's our WhatsApp number. Or 466-5391. Let's go.
A mango can't be a pig, a donkey can't make a pig. Just sow seeds of darkness, now you're reaping wickedness. Just because you wish the creator out, you didn't want to name in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum.
Let's go. Let's see who's on the outside. Caller, you live.
Let me say pleasant afternoon to you, dear Aisha Welch, and to your guest, Eric. But let me say this. When I get the real journalist in you, go to the head of the class, sit there and don't move. Look, I want to be very careful, as you rightfully say. I don't want to border on speculation. I want to be careful. But one thing I want to say this evening, Trinidad and Tobago is at a crossroad. And I am saying with this year, it is sad, and let me hasten to say this, which I didn't say. May the soul of the faithful departed rest in peace, and may the martyrs usher him into paradise. Let me lend my 2 cents quickly. I wouldn't be long this afternoon. I firmly believe a bad demon is stalking this land. And let me repeat myself, sister. A bad spirit is stalking this nation. And if you realize before this death, the evening before, you was talking what's happening with our nation children. And I am saying, regardless to how we may look at it, there is some imps and some elements. And whatever forces whosoever is doing for power in this country, the blood is spewing, but it's affecting our most vulnerable, which is the children. As I take my leave, Trinidad and Tobago, let us for 1 minute drop the politics and really focus on the 4 cardinal points in this country to call the Creator. Because all is not well. There is a bad demon stalking this land. Tabakita out and all.
Gadaya, daya, gadaya, because they're coming on the nation. A war.
So we got another video that was sent to us where persons can confirm that they would have hit a child. But we're going to play that a little later on. Let me get some calls in. Caller, you live?
Aisha, good afternoon to you, my dear.
How you doing, mommy?
Good, Aisha, but you know, that good is not really the good I really wanted to feel this afternoon. Because see now that they found that child now, Aisha, it hurt a lot, you understand me? Aisha, a 2-year-old child, even at your home and all, your eyes always have to be, looking out for this child. Because, that child could take something and put it into the electricity. You know how it is, you understand? I'm telling you about your eyes always have to be open on a child, you understand me? Your children, whenever you're close to them. And Aisha, I'm not lying to tell you, I don't understand how come the mother didn't realize that child went missing, Aisha. Right, as I said earlier on Precious and them truth. Aisha, that place where this child went missing, long ago they used to call down there like the big shot area. You hear what I'm telling you about? It's not a lonely place, Aisha. You hear what I'm telling you? Aisha, I'm living in Port Elizabeth, but I actually from South. Born and bred in South. You heard me, Aisha?
Yeah.
Right,
yes,
so I know. Right, I know the whole area, I know all over there. I went to school in Mora and all. Right, that's on by your boss area down there, you know what I'm telling you about? And it is very sad to see, that a lot of children, we losing a lot of young ones. Aisha, you know my granddaughter very good, right? You know her very good.
Yes, I know her well.
Listen to me. You feel she could open that gate to come out in front again, what Michelle and Elton, you know very well, you know what I'm telling you about? Right? Aisha, you have to be careful out here with children right now. That the young one is no longer with it, but I'm still saying, Aisha, a 2-year-old child cannot walk all that way, Aisha. Something is not reading right. You hear what I'm telling you about? But we still have to wait until the autopsy to say what the autopsy said. You understand me? Right? Because I know where the river is to, Aisha. I find that child to reach by that river. That was a hell of a long walk, Aisha. And what do you want to tell me? Nobody passed and see that little young one in a pamper walking the street barefooted, Aisha. It hurt, sweetheart. You have a good one.
Horse, I telling you earlier, between 2 and 6, however time the search started this morning, somebody who had that child, killed that child, and put that child in the water, right? We was in the river up to 2 o'clock this morning, by I see my brother find that child. We was in the river up to 2 o'clock this morning, by combing the whole river, right? You understand? That child was not in the river. I was riding, I down by me, right? That child wasn't in the river.
Apparently, a voice note sent from one of the hunters. All you can send all your voice notes to 771-1791. Emotions are running high. Everybody is concerned. But we continue to urge persons to wait on the police investigations. Let's go. Caller, you live.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Hi.
Calling the show?
Yes, on your live. Go ahead, caller. You're live. You're live. Good afternoon. I'm hearing you loud and clear.
All right. It is disturbing. It is very disturbing. It is very, very disturbing. We are no longer sweet, sweet fiancé. I am confused as to why or how nobody would have seen this child walking that distance. In connection with, the video also has me very upset because you are claiming that you would have tried to reach up to this child. But my question is, how it is that you walk so far after you claim that you have all these sorts of things going on? One. Two, if you realize that that child is that far away from you, didn't you not try to call out to a neighbor or anybody else to assist you in catching this child? How? To me, it don't make any sense. It is very upsetting. It is heartbreaking. Yes, I blame the mother. But at the end of the day, I bypass the parent because she wasn't even aware of this. I am now at the point, at the junction, where this individual who claimed that they saw the child and all these things, it is not adding up. Somebody has to be held accountable for this little child. May his soul rest in peace, Aisha, and I do hope that they get some sort of justice.
Numbers to call 3420081 or 4665391 or send me a WhatsApp voice note to 771-1791. So let's see who's on the WhatsApp call. Caller, you live.
Hi Aisha, good day, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Aisha, a beautiful show about you. You're doing a very good job.
Thank you.
I saw what Tabaki said there. It's very true, you know. We were thrown out again flesh and blood. How this child could walk out this out with nobody know? Who called this child out this out walking down to this place? It's very, very disturbing, Aisha. Very, very disturbing. Thank you for your show, listening.
Let's see who else is on the outside. Caller, you live.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Queen?
I am good, give thanks. Thanks for your program and your efforts. But Mr. Tabakit, on the button, there is an evil permeating here that is scary. If this little island could take the repercussions, I don't know. I don't want to come down on the mother. I sincerely don't want to come down on the mother because it doesn't take long for an hour to pass, you know. It doesn't take long. And if you're doing something, working on the computer, you see him having a fruit, and life is as going on as normal. We always have to watch out for the unguarded moment. But one doesn't live thinking that somebody's going to come to steal your child. So she's doing whatever work she's doing where there, and she knows the child is around. So I don't want to just come down and blame her because what she has to bear is more than I could want to think about. But this person who said she saw the child, following the child and let a little baby walk away from you. A 2-year-old is a baby walking on the hot pavement bare. This is too much. This little island, we have to watch out what we are doing and what we are seeing happening. I keep saying that these children fighting and all of this kind of thing, brother killing brother in homes, you're hearing about evil kind of a violence. We have to watch and see what it is going on, and we can't pretend to be naive. Once again, because I am in my mind thinking it's some kind of remote area place where you don't see. But look what your caller just said there, the lady who is calling. she said that is a built-up area. They just call it some big shot areas, and it's not to say some remote little village somewhere. Anyways, thank you. I don't know. Thanks very much, my dear.
Hold up on the calls. Let me play some voice notes.
You push the creator out. You didn't want to name in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum. You reaping the fruits of your actions.
Good afternoon, Aisha. Tobago in the house here. Aisha, I am so sad. Aisha, this little child, I have 2 grandsons. They're 3 years old. So this little boy is no different from my grandson. And Aisha, I am telling you, as a grandmother, they just have me going. 1 minute they're here, next minute they're dead. You know how much times we had to be running outside for these little boys. But it's one thing I could say about my neighborhood here. Even though we quiet and we maybe just be indoors, we always look out for one another, Aisha. I have another neighbor next to me, Mr. Charles. He will call out to us if he see them boys on the back step. But we in the kitchen, so we see them and he will call out to us. He will even talk to them boys and them. Oh gosh, so this young lady could not be a neighbor's keeper. Aisha, this thing hurt me to the core. I pray, even in my sleep, I dream this child because I'm following this thing. Oh gosh, my people, put aside your differences. Even though if you and the neighbor don't talking, the children don't have to be involved in this. But Aisha, I have other thinking in my head. But I will save it I will save it to myself. God alone know. Condolences to this family, and I do hope that the police could get down to the bottom of this. Aisha, locked on and listening. Good afternoon, Aisha. Today in the house here. Aisha.
Nobody escaping, bullet in your head. Oh my country.
And I will say this, watching a lot of the comments on the live, this country filled with inhumane, illiterate people. Because if anybody listening to that interview anymore, they come of common sense, they go realize nothing that woman saying making sense. No matter how you try to add it up. But you see, Kamala maths in this country is the only maths apparently some people know, and it go never maths sing up. Because a lot of people say, where we blaming the lady. It's not about blaming the lady. It's the fact that she had an opportunity for this child life to be saved. And she and anybody else, again, who failed to secure that child, responsible, had to take some responsibility for that child's death. It's called contributory negligence. If you're in a position to save a life and you don't, then you're partially responsible for the death of that person's life, whether you stab or pull the gun to kill that person or not. Once you have an opportunity to be a human being, you should be. You don't make excuses that you could not do this and you could not do that. If you couldn't do nothing, then all right, you couldn't do nothing, because no matter if you tried and nothing happened, you tried and failed. Nobody can fault you for that. But at this point in time, nothing said showed that there was a viability, right, with the exception of calling the police. But you choose to call the police before you try to secure the child instead of securing the child first. To me, that shows animosity towards the parent of the child, because you damn well know who the child is and who it belongs to. So the fact that you're saying now that you don't know the woman was pregnant 2 years, you say you're new into the area, you ain't know the woman, but yet you're saying you and she had a spat and all they working together. Bullshit, she lying right through. And the fact that you could tell she lying because you have sense, you don't know she lying, makes it even worse. That she contributed to that child's death. And anybody who wants to say anything else is a damn fool, just like the person who was interviewing she.
Emotions are running high. Let us calm down, people.
Aisha, Aisha.
What going on there?
It have somebody on life. They upsetting the life right now. Roshan Nanan. Get off the life more, please, because you're upsetting a lot of people. Here, this man make a comment saying the mother was having sex with some man in the shack and she put the child outside. The child is strange, child dead. Come now, man.
Maybe he has information. Tag TTPS under he comment. Tag the TTPS under he comment. Maybe he has questions to answer. When they come up with them things, just tag the TTPS in the live now, man. Let's take some voice notes. A lot of you have a lot to say. Hold up on the calls. I'm going to designate some time for calls. Let me clear up the voice notes. Yeah, let's go.
Aisha, good evening. This thing sounds so complicated, but God is the judge. He knows and sees all things. But it sounds so complicated. So complicated. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I was just hoping for something good to hear today, but I don't know. When my children was like that, as I see, I hear them. I'm calling them, I know. I'm calling them Aisha. I'm calling them. I live in town there. It had fire in Duke Street. I help people. No matter who it was, I help people. When it had no current, I'm making my children bundle with me on the bed. I want them nowhere to go and interfere, no matches. And them days, it's still, the neighbors still checking for you. You understand? People checking for you them days. So I don't know. God is the judge. I ain't judging nobody. I ain't judging.
And your false value, they come back and catch you off guard and confusing you. What you're seeing.
Sister Aisha, good afternoon, and good afternoon to all. It is a real sad situation.
Aisha, nothing about this girl story makes sense to me. You understand? Is it that you call the police or for spite for the neighbor? Nothing makes sense. Tobago here, we looking on and we feel the pain with this loss. You understand me? We feel the pain with this loss. Everybody know how cultured we are here. There's no way a child could walk and go any type of distance without one of us feeling like we need to get proactive, interactive, something. But we will wait on the autopsy and we will see what's going on. Right? But Tobago is with you.
Thank you, Tobago, and thank you for the love and support. Yeah, thank you so much, Tobago, to be on the live. Tobagonians are having a lot to say on this issue, and we're glad they're talking to us.
Good afternoon, Aisha, and to your listeners. Now, Aisha, the condition of the child foot, when we get the autopsy, that would make a determination as to how much walking this 2-year-old really did. The onus, firstly, is on the parent, because I don't understand what this lady would have been doing, right? That you don't understand. You are in care of a 2-year-old child. And at what point in time did you notice to look around, run out the road, nothing like that, boy? What really going on in this place, boy? But as I say, the condition of the child foot is what would corroborate or shut down the story of this lady who say she was so far from the child and walking behind the child until the child reaches T-junction and then make a right, and you take a while to reach, and when you reach, I don't know now, boy. Are you ready? It just...
I ain't gonna lie. The more I listen to that interview with that so-called neighbor, is the more upset I feeling. Because all I hearing is rhetoric and rubbish and cacaholery. Because on one hand you're saying you're not moving to the area, you ain't know nobody. But then on the next hand you're saying, yeah, we had an argument once or twice. You're overweight, but you can't catch a 2-year-old child. The child is a track star. All I hear is excuses, and because of probably social media influences, we getting people going to come out now to start to make excuses for the inhumanity and the nonsense. First and foremost, the parent of that child had to take full responsibility for that child's death. And secondly, anybody who claimed that they saw that child and did nothing to secure that child, I don't care who they call, because you can't call the police and expect the police to reach on the scene immediately to secure the child. You should have secured that child. You have to take blame for what happened to that child. Anybody who's saying anything different is a damn inhumane, illiterate fool. My opinion, I say so. And the more this woman talk on this interview, is the more are going to cast blame in she direction, just as much as are casting blame on the parent. Set a nonsense in this country.
All your double standards and your false value.
I'm coming to the phone calls in about 5 minutes, I'm coming to phone calls in 5 minutes. Let me clear up these voice notes.
Nothing else. Check the children's performance.
Sure, if I just listen to that caller yesterday, if I see something, I try close my window. I never saw, because of the repercussion like that. I never saw, because none of them ladies that saw, they see when the murderer come with the gun and killing people. None of them ain't going to court and pointing out that is the man who do it. None of them. I see a hypocrite in this country, I tell you. I see a hypocrite. You see, that woman have no boy days. She don't understand. She's a mother acting on emotions. She don't have no boy days. She's a female, so I don't expect you to understand. I nearly drunk when I was a child. My father and playing wild game. My mother never knew where I was. I went and climbed in the river with my partners and them, and they pushed me in the river. And Aisha, the momentum of the water pushed me so far. I was going down and up, down and up. And they dive in and they save me, so no one knows. So you see, when they never been in certain things, and they live in the city, I never live in the country, and they don't understand bush life. All the nature does, how nature have advantage over your body. Sometimes you would not ever understand that. A 2-year child could run fast. I have children, so I understand that. There's outrun the grandmother, the grandparents. So she wouldn't understand that. The woman acting on her emotions, the quantum of the series of events, how it happened, Aisha. When I listened to that woman, she went back to take off her stove. That is what a normal person would do. The court would look at it in that direction. A normal person would go and take off his stove to avoid the hazard of her stove being on. And she went to consult with her husband. And her husband paid it no mind. So that took up some time, and the child didn't stop. The child was going. The child was waiting for her to come outside to run him, to chase behind him. She wouldn't understand that. And the child had good descent. Aisha just recently, about 4 months ago, my mason, I looking for him all over. He's living not too far from me. And once he was walking up the road, he was a good distance. And I went inside to this a papa shirt to go back outside to talk to him, to tell him that, well, visit me next week now, you ask and work for you. By the time I reach outside, Aisha, the man and pass the corner gone. Aisha, the time is of the essence. And when you look at the concept, the quantum of series, how things happen, Aisha, we cannot judge what the whole situation went over that woman. The woman is, you can understand the woman, English preposition is not in right, not in order. We can understand that, but the way how fluent in speaking, she did not stop to pause and say, well, So everybody looking for somebody to blame, but not only taking no blame when these murders and them running up and down.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
I want to address some issues. Big man, I born in a poverty, but them thing I don't like. Every ghetto youth had to have the Benz park outside. A pretty girl passing my drink with 2 black eyes. You can't see life, nice, so nice, yeah. But they talking. All your business out the road and they walking. Much of it inside the shoes, so them parking. And you put one bite on you, so we go study them. Yo, because Jack, you will health and strength. So what we do? Mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up, mash up that. How we go bad mind people. And them protect me back. So what we do? see all bad my people. Yo. Stay away. A white low. A white low.
It's all about the fastest growing reggae show in the land without a doubt. Right here on the Shit 919 FM. Each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. With yours truly, MC Duke, alongside Selector Kochi. So make it a date and don't be late. Rock and come in, so line up, link up, creep up. You don't know reggae rock each and every Sunday. Salute, God am away, King Selassie.
Ready for that boat experience again. The Sea Champion and the Embassy say book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion boarding at Kings Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy boarding at Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, and 299-4227, or email us at coralvisiontt@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Unity Fest, the best music event in town. Jah Melody, Zebulon, Gongsman, Ricky Ramuta, Trinidad Killer, Cyprian Rhythm Section, DJ Awesome Production Song, Black Chariot, Selector Kochi and MC Duke from the Shit 919 FM. Hosted by yours truly, MC Duke. This Saturday the 14th of May at Cyprian Delton Spaniard. Make it a date and don't be late. Admission only $100. You pay more at the door. Unity Fest this Saturday, Cyprian Delton Spaniard. Don't miss it. Don't miss it.
Smoke, drink, and love my girl to some reggae.
Brown Eyes Promotion presents All White Affair Cooler Cruise on Sunday the 3rd of July 2022 on board the luxurious Embassy yacht. Boarding at the Port of Spain waterfront, Ryston Road in Port of Spain at 2 p.m. Sailing 3 p.m. Music by Sensational Sammy, Dr. Ross, and the guest DJ Selector Mafia. Advance tickets are $200. Pay more at the door. For more information and for tickets, contact Romeo at 748-9335 or Sweet Vanilla at 793-7425. No oversized coolers or glass bottles allowed.
We out and bad in the people better we cause them trouble.
Shop at New City Mall and check out our premium selection of high-quality clothing and accessories for men and women. Save on all items with competitive prices and courteous service throughout the entire mall. New City Mall is located in the heart of Port of Spain with entrances at 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square. We offer a variety of shirts, long and short sleeve, round and V-neck tops, vests, caps, hats, sunglasses, briefs, boxers, shorts, swim trunks, denim, jeans, long and 3/4, socks, sneakers, casual and athletic, shoes, dressy and fashionable, dresses, formal and casual, skirts, lingerie, undergarments, and a wide range of accessories. Come check us out as we also have clothing and accessories like Levi's, Clarks, Armani Exchange, Hollister, American Eagle, Ralph Lauren, Nike Air Force and Air Max, Puma, Adidas, Timberland, Academics, Aeropostale, Old Navy, Forever 21, Hanes, Dockers, Guess, Converse, and so much more. We have barbers, hairstylists, as well as weave and wigs on sale. All at New City Mall. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Sale, sale, sale.
Hi, what's up, TNT? This is Wayne Johnson out of Brooklyn, New York. I always wanted to do something back home, and we're going to be doing our gospel segment on Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM. Listen what I want you to do. Spread the word. Spread the word, TNT.
Salvation, full and free. Salvation is for everybody.
Mondays from 10 p.m. to 12 midnight. That's 10 p.m. to 12 midnight on 91.9 FM.
Join Pastor Kelvin Heinerine and friends for The Way, The Truth, The Life Radio Ministry, a Church of God ministry, live on the street 919 FM from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. This and every Sunday on the street 919 FM. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh to the Father except through me. John chapter 14, verse 6. For further information, contact 686-3845-349-5178 or 342-7303.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God. God's word direct from his throne room in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Are you experiencing terror, experiencing pain? Poor mood, stress, driving you insane. Free yourself from all this hell. Something in life yet to make you well. Dispel all the ills that your body stores and prevent yourself from resisting more. Don't worry, nothing will trouble you. Cause the fountain of life here to protect you. For info, call 620-9379 or 309-4697.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
I'm confusing you. What you're seeing is yourself manifesting, nothing else. Check the children's performance. Then look deep in your conscience. You go see, or you push the creator out. You didn't want the name in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum. The knowledge of God for your children. Look around you, all you have is teenage bandits. They might have nothing in it but O's and A's and CXC, but no knowledge of the Almighty. Just because you push the creator out, you didn't want the name in your mouth. So you take him out of the school curriculum. You live in the fruits of your actions. So tell me where you're balling for, what are you crying for, where you're balling for, where you...
Pop this video here for me. So more information coming to hand, people. I don't know what to say now. The thing just gets more sticky and sticky by the minute, by the hour. So let me thank my informants. One, for sending us these information. I'm going to share with you guys a video. The community of Tisha is in a state of disarray. From how this thing looking, Eric, this could end in a bacchanal if the police doesn't deal with this soon. Based on the outrage coming from the community, I'm about to share a video with you guys. Again, only some time to get on the live, so talking a little bit. And I'm being informed as well, again, We just hearing the information. We're coming back to the calls. Wait, I'm coming. Only hold up. We finishing at 6:30 today, mind you, eh? I am being informed that the mother and the neighbor had a fallout Sunday gone. Sunday gone. Mother's Day. I'm being informed by members of the community that these two women had a falling out on Sunday gone. I want you guys to take in this video. Only hold up on the calls. Hold up, hold up, hold up. You ready?
Pick up our child and someone say bring it over here. Yeah? That is wickedness.
Order, we want justice. Yes.
She said with your own mouth that she pick up the child. Oh, come out. And you say blame the mother. So you, because the mother ain't come out, you can't come out and bring the child for the mother. All those wicked. All those wicked people. Please sleep good because I know it's an unjust all they do.
But you hurt,
I hurt.
child too.
I hurt. I really hurt.
What can a little one do to deserve, you know, such cruelty? So I want to plead to the persons out there that, you know, our children are our future, and if it is we continue to, you know, create such harm amongst our children, there's no future for us.
The body was discovered close to the floodgate and is about 10 minutes walk. About 10 minutes walk, and for a baby to reach so far, it's really hard. I make that walk a couple times well on that exact location, and the body was discovered by a villager. You know, this morning.
What time?
Earlier on today, there was a call that, and everybody started to head to the village. And while everybody was heading to the village, bam, this individual called out on the other side saying that, you know, the body was found. So then everybody leave the village and head straight back to the river. Then the area was coordinated out, so we couldn't go closer to the crime scene. It's a crime scene, and we, the Hunter Search and Rescue team, you know, understand it's a crime scene.
The villagers are calling it a crime scene.
Children performance.
Well, guys, I am going to take your calls now. I have to hold up on the voice notes for a while because we finished it earlier today. So let me get the calls in as soon as possible. I have no more to say on this issue until we get some information.
Some solid proof.
But this thing have more twists and turns.
More than the pestle girl.
The suspense is overwhelming. Caller, you live.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi. My name is Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Day long. Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. And yourself?
Thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome. Thanks for the lovely, lovely welcome. I appreciate it. So, I am not a detective. I don't know what's going on, only what's out there. But what motive would this lady have for killing this child? Like everyone is saying that she killed, you know, this little one, right? Folks are not understanding that little kids are very agile. They run fast. They can get into tight spaces. They could squeeze in. They could open bottles if we're not looking. So we always have to keep our eyes on them, right? So what I'm saying is this: just afford this lady some grace. Wait till the police do, you know, their detective work and let the public know. But one thing I want to touch on, that mom, I don't care what anyone says when I hung up this phone. that mom, she is responsible. You have to look at your kids. And I see people saying that, well, we can't watch our kids 24/7. Then why have kids? Because you have to look at kids because, like I said, kids are agile. They could get into anything. You have to have your ears, your eyes, your toes, everything on these kids because you never know what they can get into. So how are you distracted for a whole hour and you don't know that your child is missing and no one is holding her accountable? So why is she not being held accountable?
Thank you so much for sharing. Let's see who else is on the outside. Caller, you're live.
Hello?
Yes, you're live.
Yes, hi, good afternoon. Aisha, I was now watching the video that you posted, and you could see, it didn't start yet, but you could see that people is now about to do some kind of protest there with this situation. Because I could remember some years ago, a few years ago, my son, which is now 6 years, at that time he was 4, and he walked out the road, that is in Gonzales, where I live, out onto the streets, where I have a lot of cars passing there. And people out the road will have known, okay, you know this lady does never have her son walking by himself. Why would this happen? And they brought him in. Mind you, he went and buy a snack for himself with a $20 in the shop. And they brought him back. And I bawled so much. Just the idea of me falling to sleep in the chair downstairs. And he opened that gate and went outside. You hear, Aisha, and they brought him back for me. At that time I was pregnant with the baby that I have now. They brought him back all the way out there, he walked. Right? And they brought him for me. So why would you not take up this child and bring him back? Or at least drop him back where the mother could see him and just call out. Look, I bring your child for you, all of me and you don't talk. Something to make yourself feel good, since you want to make yourself feel good. Because with this situation, I am pointing no fingers in Aisha. We need to question that woman a little deeper. And have a good day, and everybody have a good day.
You seeing how the villagers going on?
Aisha, this thing is going to cause some ripple effects in point.
No, the police had to go down there. The police had to
They
go
have
down
to
there.
nip this one time because they're going to get really ugly. I think, Aisha, that woman had to move from Point Fountain.
Lord
She
God.
have to move from Point Fountain. Take my
Well, we
advice.
saw her walking in the video.
Well, you know, they have to move from there.
She's there. She's in the video. She was a part of the search party. She's there. Caller, you live.
Yeah, Aisha. Let me tell you this. With these people, something wrong. Number one, the woman did not even have to come forward and said that she see this little child. They have to stop breaking down this woman like that. Because you know what? It's going to stop people from coming forward and talking about where they're seeing. That woman did not even have to come out her house, say what it is she see. I run a daycare in United States of America. If one child missing in my daycare, I am 100% responsible.
Oh Lord, call me back.
Could it done?
Every single line in the studio is lit. We just have about 15 more minutes of the show left. Caller, you live.
Good afternoon, Aisha.
How you doing?
I can't make up my voice or what?
PNM Gemma.
Yes, Aisha.
How you doing, love?
Girl, are you hanging me? Well, not tomorrow is my birthday.
No, I didn't know. Happy birthday.
Yes. I'll be 70 years tomorrow. 70. 70, God willing. Yes. Aisha, what happened to that little child is just so sad. I have 4 children, 16 grandchildren, 7 great-grands. And darling, did I say, Mommy Gemma, what is wrong with you? From the biggest to the littlest. My first child is 53 years old, you know. And when I hear from them a day, I have to call them, wait, that is. I just call all of them right through. That 3 living with me, and every minute I calling them. You understand? I don't understand what's going on, but as I say, God knows and sees all things, even more secret thoughts. You understand? And God knows exactly what went on with that restraint part. But it's very sad. Okay? Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let's take another call quickly. Caller, you live.
Good evening, Aisha Wells.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. A couple of years ago, I was driving on the Lady Young, and I observed a little toddler about a year and a half or so outside in a Pampers alone. I stopped the entire traffic going up and coming down just for us to secure that child. And all the other drivers came out. You tell me nobody didn't see this child to see they could have secured this child or find out after. We didn't care who the child it belonged to. We just wanted to secure this child, and we secured the child and then find the owner. And then we contacted the police. So I find it was that lady, she should have done something better. Sorry to say so.
Thanks for sharing. Quickly, caller. You're live.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have to think about it too. That if the lady didn't come out and say she'd see anything, she would not be in this problem today. What about if the lady did pick up the child and going back by the lady with it, right? By the mother, and she and the mother don't talk, and the woman start to get on about you kidnapping the child, leaving it and turn it around on the lady now. What would happen? When she and this lady don't speak, that could have happened to you, know. And next year hearing a lady tried to kidnap my child and all them sort of things. Why they coming down on the lady?
Thank you so much. Let's go again. Caller, you live.
Yes, Miss Aisha. Every 2-year-old, the household entrances will be secured with a collapsible bar. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You have to have a bar by the back door so that when the child stand up, the child could see outside. And when an adult personnel want to come out of the house, they are like cross over the bar or stuff like that. You can't have a little child just traversing the areas freely. It's carelessness to the highest. You understand?
Thank you so much. So what's clear, guys, is that the neighbor has a lot of support. Zoe Lewis has a lot of support. People are saying they commend her for coming forward. There is only so much she could do. A lot of people is of the opinion the mother should bear the brunt of this anger that is coming from the public and not the neighbor. The community is saying different. So we're going to wait
the outcome
until the police really gives us some information, until the autopsy come out, because just last week we was hunting down a man in Diego Martin because he was a suspect in killing a police officer.
I know.
He claimed his innocence after the autopsy report came out that proved the officer was shot in the back of his head. Suspect couldn't be chasing you. So had the police found him before, he might have been dead. You understand my point?
Agreed.
So the facts will only come out when the autopsy has been revealed. So my suggestion to the community is hold it down.
We wait.
Hold it down.
Let the police do their job. And
to the family, stay strong. And to the nation, let us don't fall apart over this. Let us learn from it. Caller, you live.
Good evening,
how you doing?
I'm doing good. This is one of the most disturbing things I've listened to for the longest while. I noticed a lot of persons kind of pointing fingers to the lady that came out. As you just said, I like to leave it for the investigation. It is an emotional thing. It is a hurtful and painful thing to experience. But we wait on the investigation. In my opinion, it might not be the popular one, but the mother have a lot of questions to answer. Even half an hour. I have a 2-year-old. My 2-year-old can't be out of my side not even for 15 minutes while I'm home. And if I'm not home, I don't leave my 2-year-old unsupervised or not in the company of an adult. So as parents, it's not a natural thing. You see a 2-year-old walking on a stairs, and you're basically there on the edge waiting if you're going to make a bad step. It is really ridiculous on the mother's part. It is, I hope she's being questioned, and I hope she's also being held accountable so that the parents and young mothers and fathers can see and understand that having a child is not just about having a child, just a fun part of taking a child, but it is responsibility, common responsibility, and they need to be responsible.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us, caller. Eric, I don't know what to say.
That's not, well, no, the saying that the child was found by a villager.
Right, that is true.
Right? So,
according to the report.
Right? So, we have to wait and see.
They say that they were summoned to one area, and while they were heading in that direction, a villager alerted them to the find. So that is what he said. Let's see who's there. Caller, you live.
It's me, Aisha. How are you? Eric, good afternoon.
How are you doing, darling? Just a few minutes.
Okay, so let me be quick. Aisha, I heard a lot of callers, and I appreciate the contribution. I'm not here to condemn anybody. I'm no perfect parent. I was never perfect. I mean, like a lot of people, the mother is the one who take care of everything. The husband will supply money and he put things in place. My children never went anywhere. He shit around the concrete around the house with the roller skate and they ride their bike. But one day when my son was around 2, he did something like that. I live about the third house from the main road, right, where I live. Somebody brought my child home. My door is always locked. How that happened, I don't know, right? Our door here right now in my prison, right, they move up. Raise the latch and move the latch. I don't know how they do that. These dogs do that. The neighbor sometimes they will go across by the neighbor. The neighbor sometimes would bring the dog over by me. Right? There are things that happen in our lives that we don't know why it happened. Okay, so you can say the mother could have done that. The mother could have done that, and we'll be sure one little slippage, and it happened. Right? We had a playpen for my children where we'll have 2 of them. Comfortable and they can also sleep. I just would climb out of that place that was taller than them. She would climb out of that playpen. Okay? So a lot of things happen. She would climb on the concrete. She was a child. She was around 2 and 2 things. To turn your back. That is why they have to if you don't listen all the time.
Caller, you're breaking down a bit. Let me just pause for a cause. I'll pause for a cause. Are you looking to find a contractor?
You're looking for construction services that offer superior quality, a highly skilled workforce, competitive pricing, works within budget and timelines? Book VG Construction for your next project from start to finish and qualify for a fully automated smart home system with surveillance cameras. Special conditions apply. Visit vggrouptt.com or call 22-GREEN, that is 224-7336 for more details. VG Construction, your premier provider for design, construction and renovation. A member of the VG Group Limited.
So let's say shout out to the VG Group Limited. Let me get this call in very quickly.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn on the inside. Caller, you live.
Aisha, was good afternoon.
Hi, how you doing?
Aisha was, let me be very quick. I'm fine, Aisha. Let me be very quick. Aisha was, from the time that girl still had to wake up, she husband, and he didn't get up to help, and she went behind the child, and she came back. You know, she never mentioned, she came back and tell the husband, you know, the child gone and didn't find the child. The police out there looking for the child. The husband come out the story. People tend to blame this young lady. But this young lady set herself up with that video that she made with Delilah Aisha, and she have a lot to answer for. And then she claims she don't know the people, but they had an argument Sunday gone. Aisha, people really saying that don't blame the lady. Now, we all know the mother have a part to play for not studying child, but Aisha was in country life. Sometimes you have a 2-year-old, 3-year-old, the child in the house, there's no way to go really. So the mother might, but I believe Aisha, to tell you the truth, for wickedness, they kidnapped the girl child. That child never walked that distance. There was nobody else didn't see that child, nobody else but that one particular individual. And they kidnapped the girl child. And when the place get hungry, they realize, well, police involved and the historian standing up, they get scared now because the people who are searching, even send a voice note earlier to tell you that they searched that whole place and that child wasn't where they find the child. They dig up there yesterday. And yesterday, today now, because when they realize when they can't keep the child no more, they kill the child and throw the child there to say that the child liked water and the child went to play by the so far the river is. I shall know 2-year-old walking so far away from home. A 2-year-old will walk to the neighbor house A 2-year-old will walk to where more people is. Children will always walk to where somebody else is. A child not walking alone just like that Aisha was. Let me be real as parents.
Thank you so much for sharing, Brooklyn.
Like that yet.
Thank you so much.
Huh?
Something
Right,
to
Aisha,
me is not making sense. On both sides of the story, was mommy so intrigued or so uptaken in writing those resumes that for 1 second it didn't click to her? Where is John Doe? Where is Sam? Was it another next door neighbor who came and left the door open? Or was it really a relative? When the relative or the neighbor, whoever it may be, came, did you even ask yourself, where is he? And to me, the neighbor story as well is not adding up. You woke up your husband. He was asleep. You told him what happened. Didn't he run out of the house as well? Didn't he try to meet you halfway as well? Nothing about him was mentioned. Nothing. Something is not adding up.
My countdown is on. I could take one more call before we shut things down. We would definitely continue to follow this tomorrow. Caller, you live.
Aisha, everybody need to wait until the autopsy comes in, because 1 minute you could pick up for the mother, 1 minute you could pick up for the woman. But the fact of the matter also, this woman did not even have to come forward. The villagers and them may be doing all kind of things out of anger, and they suspect, and they're going by suspicion. Let's all wait until they get the autopsy, and then we could form our decision. One more thing I have to say. I run a daycare in United States of America. If one child go missing, my whole daycare could be shut down. My license could be taken away. So,
we're going to pick up with this tomorrow. We're definitely going to go down to the village. Whether the show will be done from there, you're going to have to follow my Facebook page to find out. We are not going to let this go. We're going to update you guys step by step as the information comes to hand. If anything comes to hand overnight, I'm going to update you via my Facebook page, so you need to follow my page. So people, we're out of here. Closing comments, Eric.
Guys, it was really nice. Let us be out there for our young ones. Remember, they are the future of tomorrow. Right? So, guys, and Trinidadians, always stop, wait, let the police do their investigation. Do not jump to any conclusion. Guys, be safe. On the Nations Road, blessed night.
Thank you so much. And for all the newbies on the live, I hope you guys stick around. We just had real fun in the afternoon. And
today had real.
The newbies was out in full.
Over 2,000 lives.
Just follow the page now, man. You know whenever we live. I'm out of here, people. As I usually say, TNT, do a good deed today. Until tomorrow, when we come with something else, something new, something hot on the official station that defends the nation, the Street 919 FM. Have a good